How to make money online or in general. So I'm 23 and I came to the realization that I'm going to be stuck working 40-plus-hour jobs for the rest of my life if I don't do something now. I want my time back, working all the time without being able to take vacations, or just any type of break from work in general. I want to be able to provide for a family with having little to no financial problems. Like I want to experience life. I know it takes time and hard work for the outcome I'm probably looking for, and I am honestly okay for it. I'm not looking to make this insane amount of money, like even $1,000 to $2,000 extra a month would go a long way. I just am not sure where or how to start. I try to read things or watch videos online, but it is so overwhelming. So does anyone have any knowledge they can share? Don't read books from gurus on how to be rich. 99% of those books are BS. If you truly want this, you have to get obsessed with money and never give up after facing many failures. Research, read, ask and find like-minded people, research, study productive habits and research. Then you might be able to get that $1,000 extra. Life is hard, everybody wants to make more money and tries to find their own way of doing that. Most people disappear in a sea of moneymakers. If you think out of the box and don't follow advice from others, you might have a chance. I work full-time and I do some Amazon KDP and surveys online. Apart from my time, it costs nothing and I put all the financial gains into a tax-free investing account. It's slow work, but it's building up. Some months I can make £150 plus extra. I'm hoping I can continue this for the rest of my 20s and 30s and be able to get a nice little pot going. Definitely not passive, but it's easy for me to do whilst winding down at night for an hour or two. Have you heard about the Amazon on-site influencer program? You need to have a social media and then get approved as an influencer with them, and then you need to submit 3 review videos to get approved for on-site. After you're approved, you can upload videos of any product that's on Amazon. I have 200 just for my house, and it will be placed on the product page, and then you'll earn commissions from that product. And since Amazon uses cookies, you can also often get commissions from products that the person ended up buying if it was similar to your product, and they didn't buy. That's the high level, but I make 4 figures from those videos, and I don't have to share links or anything like that. However, you do have to go through 2 approvals, but once you're in, it's great. I want the same thing. Hence, I'm looking into e-commerce or something similar like that. Currently, I'm flipping used animal equipment online, but that's not going anywhere soon. I would focus on something nobody wants to do. Start a cleaning business, then hire a cleaner once you earn more than a wage, plus other legal costs, for that employee. You could also look into buying property and renting that out. Property can both be small and big things, from scaffolds to houses. Or you could do a lot of research and advise people online on how to start a business for a monthly subscription and some mentoring. Connections. Connections are everything. Find a niche you're already familiar with and could work in without too much research/extra education. Find out where people from that niche hang out, not just the consumers, but mainly the producers, because you want to focus on them, and start going to those places. Talk to them. Be as polite and charming as you can, and invest yourself in hearing them out. Producers are usually overwhelmed with a ton of consumers bothering them about a product and just want to have a nice chill talk. Take their social media handles and keep in contact with them, even if you have to schedule doing that. Once you've built up enough connections, all kinds of doors will open for you and you'll be able to make money in so many different ways. Want to start a business? Talk to them, see what they struggle the most with, start a business with the focus on solving that issue, and ask them to support you in the beginning stages. Want to make passive income? Use your connections to become a small problem solver by connecting the people in need with the people who can help them, and take a small cut out of each work you set up. Don't do anything that costs money. Do anything that gains money. I have been out of my job for more than 3 months now. I was an accountant at an old age home. Because the business went bankrupt, all the employees were laid off. So, I have been trying various things to make ends meet. Never ever do paid surveys. Those are utterly time-wasting and soul-sucking. You should rather work with app testing websites such as Free Cash. They pay you to try out new apps and games. You have to pay nothing, as most of these websites that ask for any payment are basically scamming you. I think they also pay you a few bucks just for signing up. Just enter your email and you are good to go. Your best bet to achieve this, if you start now, is /fire. It's not about not working 40 hours a week or working fully remote. It's about breaking out of the 40-hour work week before everyone else and allowing you to do literally anything you want for as long or as short as you want. Get into the digital marketing space. Either copywriting, high-ticket closing, or affiliate marketing. These skills pay well. I went from being a janitor making $30,000 per year to making $90,000 my first year, then $190,000 my second year. It's possible if you put in the work to get good. The secret? Find something you love to do. The good news is you're thinking about it while you're young. As some have suggested, you're going to have to invest some money to make money, but it doesn't have to be a crazy amount either. Find a course around a topic that interests you and apply what you learn. It's going to feel overwhelming at first, but that's normal. You have to feel uncomfortable in order to make change happen. Just stick with it. If you're looking for true change, it's also not going to happen overnight. Maybe your overwhelm is because you're expecting it to happen fast. Being single and working those hours is nothing, but when you want to start a family, everything changes. Here's my advice: stay young, build your credit up, have money saved, live a little, vacation while you can. Find a job that makes you happy, find a job that'll work with your schedule, find a job that isn't a job, but family. You're young, enjoy it while you can. There's no rush to become the world's next top wife or mom. Have a skill? How can you use it to solve an issue or inconvenience that people have? What do people in your local area need? People in a group that you're part of? These problems can often be found in a wider area too. Almost anything you'd want to find out information-wise can be found on the internet for free. Watch YouTube videos to find out more. Search different forums. Even ask ChatGPT. What is the highest value thing you can do right now in order to push you in the right direction? Look into independent freight dispatch services. Not passive, but you can choose to work however hard you want by maybe only having one driver or scaling up to several. Also, you can work remote in your home or wherever you want. You can do it while traveling. Find what you love to do, and do it. Find your passion and try to make a career out of it. I have a 40-hour-a-week job. Doesn't mean I work, because I love what I do. If you have a skill or some knowledge that others don't, find a way to monetize it to sell repeatedly. You can create something to sell to others, but if you don't feel it, if it's not who you are, that'll be harder to live within a 40-hour-a-week grind. You can start by selling random things from around your home. Then you can either try to source more of the things you feel so well, or you can buy trending products. For example, there's a lot of demand for Moroccan argan oil right now, so I have been importing it from abroad and selling it on eBay and Facebook Marketplace. Honestly, man, sometimes it's just realizing debt isn't a bad thing. Debt is a tool. If used wrong, it can hurt a lot, but if used correctly, it can be extremely helpful. Most rich people started off borrowing money for businesses, investment, etc. All you have to do was be smart with it. I borrowed money, a firm, to buy my camera gear and laptop. Now I make money with them, and I couldn't have ever done that if I didn't borrow the money. If you're starting with nothing, you'll need to work. I know it sucks, and at your age, I dreaded it too. But you need to have capital to put into a business or investments that will yield passive income. Here are the broad steps I have followed. Obtain skills/education to increase earning potential. Focus on a field or skill that you find interesting or fulfilling. Work now. Avoid or mitigate debt. Save money. Just as important as saving is where you save. Tax-advantaged savings is enormous. The less money you put in Uncle Samuel's pocket, the more you keep in yours. If you learn where to put your money, you can save yourself thousands of dollars in tax liability every year. Buy a home. You have to pay for a place to live. Would you rather have half of that payment go into your equity, or would you rather lose 100% to a landlord earning passive income on you? Continue to grow in your career, but don't let lifestyle creep eat up too much of your pay raises. Continue to increase your savings rate. Diversify your investments into income-producing assets, and reinvest the income into more income-producing assets. It's not rocket science. And it's not sexy or exciting like the YouTube videos trying to sell you something make it look. It's pretty boring when done right. I started at 24. I went to law school. Graduated at 27 and started my first job making $64,000. I am 35 now and I make $148,000 from salary. I've also built $250,000 in home equity, have a share of a farm and about $325,000 invested, including some dividend-yielding equity investments. My dividends and rental income is about $12,000 per year now, and it's growing every year. My savings rate is about 45 to 50%, depending on expenses that crop up in a given year. Increase your income either by getting paid more for one job or working multiple jobs. Learn a high-paying skill or start a business requires several skills to be successful. Reduce your expenses for as long as you can. If you diligently invest 30 to 50% gross income, it will likely replace your income in 15 to 20 years. Then you can move into voluntary employment to continuously make more money each year as you keep investing, or just stop and live at that quality of life, hopefully indefinitely. Still enjoy your life in the moment though, and keep some balance. Money spent on experiences is always better than on material things. If you invest your money, you won't have to work to buy those materials things, and you'll be able to afford even better quality and more of them. Honestly, man, sometimes it's just realizing debt isn't a bad thing. Debt is a tool. If used wrong, it can hurt a lot, but if used correctly, it can be extremely helpful. Most rich people started off borrowing money for businesses, investment, etc. All you have to do was be smart with it. I borrowed money, a firm, to buy my camera gear and laptop. Now I make money with them, and I couldn't have ever done that if I didn't borrow the money. Thanks for watching and being on the road to Reddit Millionaire with us. So, do you have some other tips to make money online? Let us know. Until next one.